Hello everyone and welcome to my video on the new season of Nightwave that just dropped today, May 21st, 2025. This is going to be a little longer than my average Nightwave videos as I'm going to give you a reward preview of all of the new rewards that are available to earn in this season. So let's get into it. While I would normally talk about the objectives first, like I said, we are going to do something a little different today. We are going to preview all of the rewards that are up for this season. So first, we will always get Nightwave credits as our number one reward tier, so that way you can spend some stuff if you need some resources or there's a cosmetic that you like. But we're going to focus on all of the cool kings. So there is a Raya Orbitus sigil. I know you can't really see this with my chest plate, but there it is. There is an Arca Titron Raya skin. This actually looks really cool. Now, this isn't a weapon that I use a whole lot, but I do think this is a fun weapon, and if you like playing with this weapon, well, here's the skin. We have a Parallax Raya skin. I am very excited about this. Anytime you get free Orbiter ship skins, it is always a good thing. And this is a really pretty skin. I really like the pattern on this one. Then we have a Nura Kavat Jean Masking Kit. Now this is cool because it comes with a pattern, but it also comes with some brown, blue, and black colors. And as I am a very gothy person, I love this orange and black color. And this is, I believe, what I actually have my Sable Kavat dyed. There is also available a Shotgun Ribbon mod. It's a mystery. You won't know what weapon it's for till you reveal and unveil it. As always, there is 2 weapon slots. We always get weapon slots and Warframe slots every Nightwave season, but free slots is amazing, and I love anything that is free. We also have a Zaku Raya glyph. This is pretty cool. And there's a Forma bundle. Forma is always great. I do Forma things a lot. And then we've got this mod here called Pain Points. On weak point hits with primary fire, plus 60% weak point damage for 5 seconds, stacks up to 10 times, and that is for the Athode weapon. There is a set of Arcane Fury Arcanes, so you can upgrade this at least once. On critical hit, 18% chance for 90% damage, 2 pistols for 24 seconds, and an Arcane Revive. Then we've got a Nura Kubro Clean Masking Kit. So you've got a pattern for the doggo, and then you've got some white and grays, very dark grays for the doggo. Then here we've got an Epitaph Raya skin. The Epitaph is a weapon for Sevagoth, and if you enjoy using this weapon or Sevagoth, the skin might be for you. Then we've got a Raya Sigma Cyandana. This looks very cool. I'm excited to get all these rewards, honestly. Fashion frame is, the true purpose of this game after all, so it's always good to have new fashion choices to use. Then there is a Veiled Ribbon Cipher. You can use these to instantly complete a Veiled Ribbon challenge so that you don't have to do whatever shenanigans is on the challenge, because there are some pretty weird ones out there, let me tell you. There is a Warframe slot. We love free things, such as weapon and Warframe slots. Anything that we don't have to spend platinum on, that is amazing. There is a Bursten Raya skin. If you enjoy using this weapon, the skin might be for you. All of these Raya skins look really cool, honestly. We have the Fracta Shoulder Guard. Now, this was actually a Nightwave reward many, many seasons ago, and these do periodically come back. Now, this is one of my favorites on certain Warframes that are probably not as slender as Octavia, but you can use these on whatever. But as you can see, they're a little bit bulky-ish, but they're very cool. They're like little diamond glass shapes. And then we've got a mod here. We've got Spontaneous Singularity. Orbs that strike targets will explode immediately with a 90% bonus damage and an 18% chance of singularity that pulls in more targets. Orbs do not bounce or combine, and that is for this simular. This actually sounds very cool. It might be worth checking that weapon out. There is a Stance Forma. Modifies a stance slot or melee weapon to be compatible with any mod polarity. Always a good thing. And then we've got a Cogna operator collection. So you get the Cogna earpiece, the Cogna Oculus, and the Cogna mask. And then there is a Rhea Aura Ephemera. This is actually a very cool glow. I'm very excited about this because I really do like the glowy ephemeras. I normally use the Spore one that I got, I think it was the Nightwave Award many ages ago. But this one looks like a full glow, which is nice. We've got an Umbra Forma. It's a Forma that can apply the Umbra polarity. There's certain Umbra mods that you get when you get to a certain point in the story, and when you upgrade them, they cost a heckin' ton of mod points to put on a Warframe. So that's what that is for. And then lastly, there is a Zaku Raya skin. This is very cool. I'm very excited about this. Zaku isn't normally one of the frames that I play a whole lot, to be honest, because the playstyle isn't really something that I'm a fan of compared to my favorites. But I do think Zaku's a very cool Warframe, and this is a very cool skin. So if you are a Zaku main or you just enjoy Zaku, I hope that you'll be excited about this. That is what we have in the rewards for this new Nightwave series. And moving on to the objectives for this week. Now, I know I just did a video on Sunday about the objectives, but you know, we just got a new Nightwave season, so we've got to redo this whole gig about the objectives again. So, as always, we have kill 500 enemies, complete 15 missions, and kill 30 Xmas. These objectives are here every single week, and it's good that they are because they are easy to complete. Nice and easy points. We've also got Sortie Expert, complete 3 sorties. So I recommend you start this earlier rather than later, in case one of the sorties that's offered daily is just something with conditions or mission types that you absolutely do not like. For me, I hate spy missions. So if I see a spy mission, I'm like, nope, out of there. We've also got Night Terror, complete 5 Nightmare missions of any type. Nightmare missions are excellent because they do drop mods that are unique only to those missions, and so if you have any that you are missing, make sure that you are focusing on the planets with the Nightmare modes that drop that. We've also got High Ground, complete 3 Void Flood missions. Void Flood is related to the Zaraman on the star chart. If you are not up to the Zaraman in the story, don't Google it, like the spoiler warning slide that I have created said. And then we've also got Ancient Obelisks. Activate 3 Requiem Obelisks on Deimos. Now, the obelisks look something like this. There is one right outside of the Necrolisk when you start any bounty or go out into the Cambion Drift. You have to hit it with the Operator or Drifter Beam in order to get this obelisk to start. Now, some of these obelisk challenges are better than others. I'm just going to say if you do the obelisk and it's just something that you don't like, you may want to consider just trying another one or leaving the map and re-entering it to reset which ones are available. We've also got Erdeolis. We've got kill 200 enemies. We've got kill 20 enemies while riding a K-Drive, Kaith, Velocipod, or Automa Cycle. Lots of options there. And we've got kill 150 enemies with magnetic damage. On to the store offerings for this week. Now, it does look like they reorganized this a little bit, so things that were usually found at the top row previously have been reorganized down to the bottom, and the things that are always here every single week is the Vobin part, so if you don't have Vobin, he is a good Warframe. I definitely recommend getting him just because it's Nightwave credits, it's easy to get and build, and, you know, his abilities are pretty fun. We've also got the Orc and Catalyst, and the Reactor. These are here every week as well. We've got Nightade Extract and Kuva, always here, and then the Hills, Weeblet, also always here. But this means we are just starting with helmets this week, so we've got the Harrow Crucis helmet that's up. I think this is a pretty cool helmet. It's pretty medieval looking and neat. We've got an Oberon Markor helmet. I mean, it's okay. I think I'm actually using the other deer variant on my Oberon, but this one's also not terrible. We've got a Sight 9 Espricor helmet. He's got like a little red military beret. This is an alright helmet. We've got a Baruch Burrow helmet. Personally, not for me, but if it works for you and you like it, that is excellent. We've got a Kube or Heim helmet. This is really cool, and she has limited options since she's newish anyway. So more options is good. We've got a Trinity Meridian helmet. Not the best, not the worst, you know, it's there. We have a Troma Track helmet. It's kind of got like that pompadour, I think is what the style was called going on. This is not really one of my favorites, but you know, it could be worse. We've got the Ember Backdraft helmet. Not really my favorite of her helmets, but you know, if you like it, that's great. We have the Loki Essence helmet. It's an average helmet. We have the Stydax Agagian helmet. Now, I don't have this Warframe yet, so I'm not too sure about this, but personally, this one looks less cool than the other Nightwave helmet for Stydax that I do see show up in the store quite often. We've got the Nidus Prion helmet. You know, it's there, it's not my favorite, but you know, it is still pretty alright. We have the Titanium Ab helmet. This is one of my personal favorites. I like this with her. If you don't have a lot of options, this is a good one. We've got the Ash Scorpion helmet. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I think it's an upgrade on his basic at least. But yeah, there it is. We've got the Loki Swindle helmet. It's an average Loki helmet. What more can I say about it? We have a Trinity Aura helmet. You know, it's there. We have a Rhino Thrak helmet. This one is not one of my favorites. I just don't like the design of it. We've got a Mason Longhorn helmet. Also not one of my favorites. I just do not like this helmet on her. I like her Prime Cowboy Hat helmet. No, I just can't with this. We've got the Gara Virago helmet. It's an average Gara helmet. Yeah. We've got a Mag Goss helmet. Yeah, it's there. We've got the Vauban Gambit helmet, and for those who've watched my videos before, as you all know, I hate these Vauban helmets that pop up in the Nightwave store because they all make him look like he's wearing a pacifier. I just cannot with these Vauban helmets. No way. Alright, we've got a Loki Enigma helmet. It's an average Loki helmet. As you can see, all of his 3 helmets, I guess, are up in the store this week, and they're all pretty similar, honestly. We've got a Banshee Reverb helmet. Not my favorite, but you know, it could be worse. We've got a Lens Solstice skin. If you enjoy playing with this weapon, then this might be for you. We've got a Neza Circa helmet. It's an average Neza helmet, and I think it's pretty alright. We've got a Valkyr Kara helmet. You know, it's alright. We've got a Nova Quantum helmet. Yeah, not my favorite, because as you can see, it's kind of got like this the pacifier face mask going on. Not my favorite. And then we have got the Stydax Senmora helmet. You know, I like this better than that other Stydax helmet that was up. I don't know. And then we've got mods. We have Infested Impedance Aura. Now, as always with auras, I advise that you buy one of everything, even if you don't really think it's useful, just because if you're a regular player and you get so many Nightwave credits every single season, and you're a collector and like collecting, you should just get one of everything, at least mod-wise, just so you have it. Now, this one isn't a particularly useful one, but if you have nothing else with this mod polarity to go on a leveling Warframe, it might still be okay. We have Dizzying Rounds for the Bronco. Shots from less than 8 meters stun enemies and open them to finishers with a 200% status chance. Now, this is Bronco singular. This is not the AK Bronco. And then we've got Holster Amp on equip. Squad gains 60% weapon damage for 3 seconds. Not a particularly useful aura because it's so limited. There's a lot of better options out there, but if you like collecting, hey, go for it. We've got Shield Disruption. Enemies lose shield capacity. Not necessarily also the best. We have Combat Reload for the Tigris. If 5 pellets or headshots, increase reload speed by 120% for 3 seconds. I mean, if you're confident with headshots, why not? We have Precision... I cannot speak today. Precision Strike for the Toncore. Hitting an enemy directly with the grenade increases reload speed by 150% for 5 seconds. That's actually not bad. If you like this weapon or want to check it out, you may want to check it out with this mod. We've got the Steel Charger. This one I definitely recommend that everybody gets. Squad receives plus 60% melee damage, so if you are a melee weapon enjoyer, this is an excellent option. The other one like this, there's a rifle version to this, but with the polarity, this is a good option. Then we've got the Toncore Desert Camo Skin Blueprint. If you enjoy playing with this weapon, this might be for you. We have a Grinlock Desert Camo Skin, again, if you like this weapon. We've got a Glassmaker Sigil, if you enjoy this. We've got a Glaive Blueprint, if you have not collected this weapon or ranked it up for mastery points yet. We have a Planks Shock Camo Skin Blueprint. There is a Nightwave Sigil. There is a Kinetic Siphon Trap Decoration. There is the Trolls Kubridon Floof, a cute little fellow and always a good use of spare credits at the end of the season. We have an Oilworm's Rage Sigil. We have a Saturn 16 for the Captura mode if you don't already have this. We have Ambush Optics, which is minus 50% zoom to the Rubico specifically. So if you were doing a close range build, or maybe you find the zoom that the Rubico has, which is quite substantial, too much for you, this might help you out. We've got Deceptive Bond for Loki. This is always a good mod. 50% of damage Loki takes transferred to Decoy and vice versa. Good health and survival mod there. We've got the Double Tap for the Latron weapon. It's 20% bonus damage on the next shot for 2 seconds, stacks up to 20 times outside of the Conclave. That could be a good mod if you enjoy playing with that weapon. And then lastly, we've got the Focused Acceleration, which is when aiming, fit plus 80% projectile speed for the Tetra. Could be good if you like playing with that weapon. And then cosmetic-wise, we've got Saturn 6 knee plates available in the store. So if you haven't picked these up yet and you think you could use them on any of your fashion frames, absolutely go for it. That's it for today's video on the new Nightwave season, the objectives in the store. I hope this information helped you out. I do have a few more videos planned that I will hopefully get up before this weekend, and we have yet another Nightwave reset. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.